I got tagged in a post on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and it was for my favorite company, or my favorite geek company.
Mm-hmm. Origin.
No,
Why? They suck?
no,
No, they're just not good.
they're fine.
They're just not what you use
just
because
like
you like the
Hyperfly.
better, you like the best quality, and Origin's not the best.
I like Hyperfly. But anyway, they're coming out later, like I think in like less than a week, they're coming out with a Grateful Dead Hyperfly geek. And I know it's gonna be like $200. And I'm probably gonna fucking buy it. It's dope as shit. It's got
I can't
skeletons
believe
on the
that's what we
legs.
started with. Like, this is what we went right into.
Yeah,
This is,
I want to talk about the dead.
Do you have tattoos about the dead? I can't tell because I'm not a Dead fan. So like if I looked at your
It's called
skin,
DeadHead.
do you have any DeadHead tattoos?
No.
Why?
I'm gonna
You have
get one.
so many
I'm gonna
points.
get one.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's gonna
So
be
many
like-
pointless tattoos. Why don't you have one with a point?
Well, this one's for Jim Morrison in the Doors. It says Lizard King. And it's a black ski mask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Super vague.
Yeah,
but-
Jesus.
This morning I was listening to
The Dead.
yeah, it was 10/8/75, I want to say. It's a really good show. I'm gonna double check that for you. I got an app called Addicts,
Mm-hmm.
like Addicts, like the what's in the ceiling.
Oh, not addicts with the D.
I was
Double
wrong.
D.
It was 8/13/75. So August
Oh, okay.
13th, 1975, live at the Great American Music Hall. Cool. It's quite a show. They open with.
I don't
care.
No. I'm gonna guess. Can I guess? It's gonna make it more fun. No, man. Let me guess. Let me guess the names.
What comes after
Let-
Slipknot?
What comes after Disturbed?
No, Franklin's Tower. This one's easy. What comes after drums?
Who's drums?
Drums. They play drums for like longer than you want to hear drums for. What comes after drums?
Bass.
No, the other one, Jam. You don't know nothing about what they
Yeah,
call it?
because I don't know. I have a life.
Oh, they
I
closed on
listen to
Blues
good
for-
music.
I listened to them play at a club in 78 in
You listened to him play at a club in '78.
yeah, we're from,
Okay.
in Egypt, and it was 50
In
minutes.
Egypt?
Yeah, they did like an Egypt thing. There's a
Can't go
pyramid
there right
show.
now.
Hang on.
It's one of those places I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, well, the Dead went. They did it. They played under the pyramids. The sound was apparently horrible, and there was bats everywhere, but it looked cool. I don't know. I don't think the sound's as bad as people say it is. It's not great, but like,
Yeah.
we're about to begin in the place. But they were in a club a couple nights before. They played for 50 minutes before they played an actual fucking song. They just did like a 50-minute Egyptian jam
Flow, like
situation,
kind of
yeah,
warm up.
for 50 fucking minutes
Those guys are just here to make music.
before they played an actual song.
Uh-huh. I heard you have to do a lot of drugs to understand them.
No,
No, it just helps.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I got into them when I stopped.
Did
doing
ketamine?
drugs. Oh, I stopped doing drugs and I got into
Oh, you
them.
went sober.
Yeah.
So you got boring and you're like, I need to liven up a little bit.
Well, I think I can like recall, like have like a mini flashback. Where I'm like,
Mm.
oh yeah.
Breathing heavy, sweating, compressed against a bunch of obese people, and you're like, yep, it's coming back. Here it comes.
No,
Just oxygen deprivation.
so my dad took an edible, one that you made him.
Whew.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
I don't know if it was the whole thing or
Should have written instructions.
but regardless, it was like cookies from a couple of years ago.
It was 100% a cookie because I don't make anything else.
And it was quite the edible.
Uh-huh.
And apparently
Go on, tell the audience more.
so he took him and he had to drive, I think his mom, my grandma, to a doctor's appointment the next
And his
morning.
dream. This is all hypothetical
No.
now.
No,
No, this gets real
the next
hypothetical.
morning.
I know this. I know. Jesus Christ, Cat, I swear. All right, sorry, audience.
The
Felix might have fucked up the audio. You might not hear us for the rest of the podcast. So
we're not gonna re-record.
no,
The rest. So
your dad took
for
it.
like 12 hours. He goes to sleep and he wakes up to like, fuck, I gotta drive. I gotta drive my mom to her doctor's appointment an hour away. It's like 7 in the morning and he's still a little stoned. And he's sitting in the car on Sirius XM, just like flipping through the channels, like this all fucking sucks. It's all pissing me off. And he gets to a channel and he's just like fucking vibing hard. And like 20 minutes later, he goes, I don't think the song's changed. And he looks down and he goes, oh, that's why people like the Dead. Like, yeah, I get it. So you got my dad to like the Dead one time.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Well,
I can't believe I'm being one of the Dead's biggest promoters, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, man.
Anyone with drugs is one of the Dead's biggest promoters.
I'm sober. I like as of this moment, I can't believe it. That's what did it.
You don't like him?
I haven't listened to one song. It's kind of like Game of Thrones to me, where it's
Fuck
at this
Game of
point.
Thrones.
I know it's at this point where I'm like, no, fuck the Dead too.
No, you're
Don't-
wrong.
I know that's how. See, this is how Game of Thrones people get to. And I'm at that point where I'm like, I probably should listen, and I'll do it like alone, and I'll never tell you until like a couple of years from now. And you're like, did you ever listen? And I'm like, get it? Are you choking? Am I talking? Like what?
8, 12, 16.
Okay. Yeah, I might listen to it, not tell anybody. Closet listen, be a closet dead person, deadhead,
Jesus.
deadhead. Yeah.
You'd like the fucking lot
I'm sure.
outside the show.
I'm sure.
You would have a good time.
Mhm.
It's kooky.
Yeah, I'd help hand out vaccine cards to newly vaccinated individuals because I heard there's a lot of on-site vaccination clinics that just pop up and they're like, hey, do you want vaccinated? What's in the needle? Do you want vaccinated? And I'm like, yeah.
They got I mean, there's the fake cards.
There's fake cards.
Yeah, there's fake cards.
Oh my God.
You get a bunch of hippies and tell them they have to inject themselves with a vaccine, and they go, no.
Did you see that California is enacting or did enact mandatory vaccines, which means mandatory vaccine cards, which then they have already in process an app that's supposed to monitor it because you upload it. Why do you want to carry a card everywhere? So you'll have an app that will then track your
social credit score. It's California.
Not gonna do well. Personally, I'm not doing well. Like
I think we're gonna see.
They're gonna go back on my Twitter, back to 2011 through 2014 when I stopped tweeting.
What words did you use?
So many bad ones.
I think I'm gonna clear on Twitter.
I think I am too. As far as they're gonna look at me and be like, yeah, I hope they look at me and they're like, yeah, he was a dumb kid. Let's monitor him. And they're gonna look into my future stuff, and that's gonna get me in trouble. So like, I'm fucked either way. Like, it's not.
Did you see they're trying to cancel Dave Chappelle?
Tried, yeah.
Yeah, there's the lady who's a white trans lady.
What's her name?
I don't remember.
It's a non-memorable. You know who I remember?
Dave
Dave.
Chappelle.
Yeah, I know. You know who we're talking about?
Dave Chappelle.
And some who?
But
what's her name?
I don't know. Lady or something.
Karen? Can we call her Karen?
She makes the show Dear White People, which is also on Netflix. Also, she's a white person. Anyway, so she like came into this whole thing like, I'm not gonna work with Netflix anymore because of the Dave Chappelle stuff. And if you're Netflix, you go, all right, bye.
Yeah.
We're not pulling Dave fucking Chappelle.
Are you as excited as I am for Dave Chappelle's new comedy club that's coming to Yellow Springs?
I didn't know one was there.
It's because Joe Rogan's erecting one in Austin, and we don't have to. Honestly, it might be a bear to get one erected here with all the burial grounds that Ohio has. We just washed over. We're still washing over. We just changed the Cleveland Indians. We're like, no, we're just get rid of the Indians. And my school and they're just getting rid of everything that has to do.
Lakota,
yeah, it's getting real weird. Yeah, it's just coming west, east, and you're like, what? Yeah, we're fighting the Northerns. Who? The team. The South. Who? Yeah, but anyway, so they're building a comedy club because, duh, why wouldn't you? At least I saw a concept for it, so hopefully it comes about because Yellow Springs isn't that far of a drive to go to a
I like Yellow Springs.
Yeah, for a visit. Yeah. At one point, I was like, I could move here, and then like I thought 9 hours later, I was like,
Last time I was there was Jeremy was fighting in Dayton. So me and Hannah went to Yellow Springs that day before we went over to Dayton. And it was also the Pride Parade day. It was
dude, it's busy. Pride all the time.
More than
so
normal.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too. Yellow Springs fucking loves Dave Chappelle. Like that very liberal town loves Dave Chappelle because of the good he does for the town. And then you get motherfuckers on the internet.
Provides them with needle boxes to put their used needles in.
Then you get motherfuckers on the internet like who haven't done shit for shit.
Yeah.
Trying to be like, you're
Karen.
a bad person. Like, what have you done?
Exactly.
You basically saved the fucking town during the pandemic.
Exactly.
What have you done?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I wouldn't say saved because it's dying now.
It's not dying.
Everything's dying.
That's not true.
Ohio's dying.
No, it is not.
It is. Oh yeah, do you fucking tell me the CNN facts? Go ahead. What's the
CNN facts?
Yeah.
That's not a thing that exists.
Okay, Fox facts.
It's also not a thing that exists. There's no facts.
Nothing I believe is real.
Nope. That's the problem.
Yeah. So Ohio's doing well though.
Yeah, Ohio's fine. The Rust Belt's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Even California's dying.
Yeah.
Seattle and Portland are dying. New York's dying.
And we're just fine because we're still called the Rust Belt. We died a while ago.
Yeah, eventually everything comes back around. We died in the 70s and 80s, so like it's time.
Oh, what's our thing? What are we doing? Fitness. That's it. I
think it's mostly breweries.
Yeah.
Like there's so many breweries in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think once weed is legal, which
whenever Philip Morris can get
dude,
can get
honestly though, it's one of those things that like I don't even it's like Santa Claus. I don't believe in it anymore. Like I thought federal legalization, like when I first started smoking, I was like, this is a year away. And then it was a year in. And I was like, this is 2 years away. And at this point, I'm just like, it's coming. Yeah. Is it going to affect my life? Hopefully.
Maybe not in a good way.
Probably not, because the way that everybody keeps talking about it, and it makes sense because it's going to turn into like Coca-Cola. It's going to turn into Pepsi. It's going to turn into like, where do you get your branded weed? You're not gonna have mom and pop shops. You might have a couple.
Like the breweries where you're like, here we have Miller.
They're gonna be shitty. They're gonna be all hobby and fucking overpriced. Or I'm gonna buy fucking Budweiser.
You can buy Budweiser weed and be like, this is fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Or Bud Light and get pissed on by Alex Hale.
I don't know. It's like decriminalization. I think is the sweet spot.
Well, here's the other thing. This is fucked up too because it's kind of annoying because
don't point at me.
I'm not pointing at the painting.
Whatever.
But I think it's obviously in California. Where else would it fucking be? They're starting to let people out of jail for weed because they should.
Because it's 100% fucking legal.
Yeah.
And if you're still,
it
has been for a couple of years.
But they're only giving dispensary and licenses to Black, female, transgender people.
That's specific.
That's what I heard on Tim Dillon's Patreon podcast.
Female transgender.
That's what I heard on Tim Dillon's Patreon podcast.
A, born Black. B, born male. C, have transitioned to female to get a license and have a dispensary.
And gone to jail for a non-violent crime.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't seem accurate.
Well, you have to be something. You can't just be you.
No, you can't be me.
If you went to California and were like, I want a license for a dispensary, and I'd be like, yeah, fuck off, Mr. White Sam.
I'm part Jewish, which doesn't help. That's like the one minority group.
It's starting to reverse. Like, it's not good.
No, because here's the thing.
You gotta stop telling people that. We're gonna edit. We're gonna do our first edit. And we're gonna just bleep that one word.
The fucking percentage of hate crimes,
It's gone up.
it's higher than fucking blood.
It's gone up. No,
I'm not going to get into this.
No, we should. We should.
I don't want to get into this.
Why? There's 86 people listening. Probably less after last week.
Probably way less next week.
I don't care anymore. I've given up caring. Do you care? I don't care. But hate crimes going up.
Hate crimes against Jews are not being reported in the same way as hate crimes against other groups.
Mm-hmm. Because white.
Other groups that are for inclusivity and anti-hate really enjoy blaming shit on the Jews.
It's easy. Because a lot of you are white.
And it's not a huge percentage of the population. So it's not like a big backlash.
I got some Jewish books over there. Should I grab them and spine first? Just so people know that we're cool.
Are they about the...
It's the Kabbalah.
I was literally going to fucking say that. I was like, there's no way he has anything else. You're reading Abraham Joshua Heschel? No. He's reading the I Like You Acid Jew book.
I'm reading the one that I like. I like spirituality. Man, I get into things, and then I have a habit of getting into things at it's not the peak, but it's the upswing of trends, and I get in, and then I start to realize
that I'm just follow trends.
I'm a trendsetter.
No,
not a trendsetter, but I'm a trend. I'm a good judge on trends. Yeah, I follow you follow trends. Everybody follows trends. Fuck you. But I get in and because here's the thing, it's not a trend yet. I get in and I'm like, yes, I like spirituality. I need to fix myself. I got things I need to work on. And then it starts becoming buzzwordy. I'm like, someone says that, I'm like, I don't want to be associated with them at all. And here's the thing, I want to include everybody. And that's the other thing. Inclusive. Yeah, here's the thing. Inclusivity. I'm for community and helping everybody and including. But I'm not, because also people that want that I hate.
Because they don't really want it.
They don't.
They just pretend that they do, and
no.
It makes it.
You know what I want?
They're untouchable.
I want like a farm, and I want to be able to have chickens and cows, and be able to like have sheep, and have a gym on that farm that's like kind of like a warehouse. And then you're like, why? What do you want to do with that? Make it bigger, expand it. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you the fuck into the moon. That's the cat. Sorry, people. Yeah, that's the cat about to rip the cord out of the podcast and make this incredible thing go to shit. But yeah, I want a farm. And you're like, what are you gonna do from there? I'm gonna expand it. And you're like, to what? To another bigger farm so that you can live there with me. And then you're like, why would I live there with you? Because I'm like, Andy will be there, and Tyler will be there, and Sahil, and then we'll have a bunch of other people that we like.
Will Hannah be there?
Yeah, Hannah. Yeah,
it's a big part of
it. Yeah. But we can always kick her out if we need to. Same with Rachel. Like it's like I don't want you to be like, whoa, why Hannah? No, it's everybody. Like everybody can get the boot. But so it's kind of like socialism, but on a small scale, and we're all going to get along.
Jews do that. It's called a kibbutz.
And here's the thing. Yeah. You're on board already. Cool. So no. Stop. Don't kill a dream. It's not even happened yet. The dream's not even taken off. So don't fucking try to, get your testes tied before you let anything out and get it preserved. So, yeah. So we're going to have a cool farm, and we're going to have a cool gym, and we're going to wake up, and we're just going to, that's what we're going to do. Then we can listen to the dead. Honestly, if we get to that point, I'll be like, yeah,
I like the dead.
Yeah, like we pledge allegiance in the morning, and the dead comes on right afterwards and just plays for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
25. I don't know how long. Hours? Your dad can be in control of the DJ. We'll give your dad a job.
No. He's just gonna play modern pop songs that we don't like. That's all that dude listens to now. He's like, you know who this is? And I'm like, Olivia Rodrigo, you're an adult. You're 65.
I would love to talk to your dad. I think me and him would get along musically.
What?
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
Yeah, you and your dad would maybe a fun guest to have on. You could get along with him with everything else, and we could actually talk about music and
we should get some guests.
I've told people they could come on.
They don't want to.
No, they do. It just
The
yeah,
hold up.
me, and you,
Oh,
and our setup. We have one mic.
yeah, they can sit
Oh yeah, on
next
your
to-
lap.
very close to me.
We need another mic at least,
Yeah.
or something. We need to like figure this out. We keep saying we will, and then we go a week, and then we're like, "Have you thought about the podcast? No. Have you thought about a question? No." And then we think of one from questions that are asked, of course, and then we go from there. But yeah,
Go through our list of 1,000 people. It's just constantly asking us questions.
yeah, it's like more like 78 now, down from 86, which honestly, I think we're either going to go up or down this week. There's no way we stay just neutral.
Yes. Like 116.
There's no way. We're at least going to have some DeadHead fans.
Grateful Dead, their buzzword again. You know what that's hip? I think that's 60 fucking years old.
That's what I mean. You're trying to get me in, and I'm about to jump ship and be like, yeah, I like him. And then everybody's like, Dead's cool. I'm like,
Everyone's liked them for 60 years, Alec.
that's why I don't like him.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it.
I don't like things people like.
I genuinely think had you gone to the Dead show, you would have had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Honestly,
John
from what
Mayer?
you described about it and the fat woman laying on Andy,
Oh, that was
I would have paid money just for that.
that was a mess. But do you like John Mayer?
I do. He's got a
Yeah.
cool
He's
voice.
in the Dead now.
He's kind of a douche, but is he in the Dead?
Yeah, he's Jerry Garcia. He
No,
played.
he's
Yeah.
John Mayer.
No, well, yeah, but he does the Jerry Garcia stuff.
Do they call him Jerry Garcia?
No, they call him John. Not gonna fool anyone.
You
It's not like
think
a
you think
true
he just
that.
go you think he just nods his head and just goes with the flow, and they're like, they are in flow and they just go, "Hey Jerry."
I don't
And
think they call him Jerry. I think they call him John.
no, they definitely during practice.
No.
No, they're in the flow. Dude, they don't have it done. They haven't fried their brains that much with drugs and don't have
They
the
all kind of seem fine.
I
Ones that are
seem
still
fine,
there.
but I know from experience that I lose words a lot of times. And then
Yeah.
just from time to time, I'd be like, hey, Jerry. And you think he just, it's like, yeah. You think he cracks some, or you think he's like, because you wouldn't correct 4 people there, right? If you,
I mean, there's 3 of the original.
yeah, so you wouldn't correct them, would you?
This is a fascinating conversation we're having.
It's the only thing I can talk about the Dead with you on. I finally know someone, John Merritt. I'm just running with him.
Can't get more specific. Who was your favorite keyboard player at the Dead?
There's multiple.
Yeah, they keep dying.
Then stop. Get rid of the keyboard.
No, you gotta have keys. Was it Pigpen? Was it Keith?
Yeah.
Godot? God, I don't know how to say French words.
It was Pigpen.
Brett Midland?
No.
You going Pigpen?
How long did he last?
10 years, so he died from like 1980 to like when he died in like 89 or 90.
Oh man,
He's a really good key player.
I'm sure, but like that's a boring name.
Brent Midland?
Uh-huh.
He's like kind of went like Pigpen.
Yeah, that you really anchored hard. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I like
name is
him.
Ron McKernan. Yeah, you don't like it as much, do you?
Pigpen.
Yeah, he was a blues key player who was really into whores and drinking, but not acid. He was the only one that would not do acid. Then he died.
From the drinking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. The body just quit. He was like 27.
Oh,
Yeah,
27's a weird number for like people dying.
a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
A lot of musicians died at 27. Janis Joplin, who was kind of.
And we're not past that mark yet.
No, we could still die at 27.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
It's exciting to think about. It's like, wow, there's a real countdown now. We only got like 18 months here.
Oh Jesus!
I know. Like, what if you tripped and like
Oh, no, I don't
like
know.
Iron Man? Yeah, if you tripped and that little tooth that you're wearing, that cute little tooth, no, it just fucking jabbed you in the chest, and like Iron Man, it just sat there above your heart, centimeters, millimeters away.
I got something in my eye. You want to get into the question?
Sure.
You had it this week, so
And you said you were going to phrase it. So
I forgot what the fucking question was. This is,
So people, this is
I'll rephrase it.
okay.
Once you say it.
Okay, we're gonna rephrase it once I say it. No, fuck you. I'll just say it. People, this week on Gatorboy and Silverback Strength Philosophy, we're here to tell you about why the reference range for testosterone is not always correct, because reference range comes from really the conglomeration, the total picture of all the points of people tested of testosterone.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, go ahead, rephrase it, because that just, I don't know. I tripped over all my words. I'm gonna take a drink. I'm gonna take a sip.
This week we're gonna talk about the reference range for testosterone and how it is not always correct or accurate.
I was looking for the word accurate.
There we go. See,
Uh-huh.
the problem with you isn't that like initially you say the wrong thing.
Keep talking.
The beginning of the sentence is always pretty good. And then 20 seconds later, you're still fucking working your way through it.
Like a dead song.
He gets it. So
So
it's not always accurate. Why not? Well, what is the range?
the range is from 400 to 1200.
That's a big range.
It's a big fucking range. And that is your total testosterone. Your free testosterone can range anywhere from, well, normal ranges, again, can be anywhere from, I believe, 6 all the way up to 25.
Hey,
I know 25's the upper limit, but it could be as low as 2. I want to say 6, but the 2 with the swirl and the 6 with the curl, it looks the same. And then
see, you just kept talking again. Do me a favor. Explain the difference between total testosterone and free testosterone.
yeah, so your total testosterone is going to be all of the unbound testosterone that's in your system. And honestly, I do need to look into that a little bit more to explain it fully, but the free and the total testosterone, the free testosterone is going to be what's unbound within the system. And that is usually a good marker of, just because you have low total testosterone, if your free testosterone is high, then that means that you're going to be able to, your body's utilizing the testosterone that you actually have. So just because you might have low testosterone ranges.
So free testosterone is basically testosterone utilization.
Yes.
That's a good way to look at that number.
Yeah.
Like if it's a high number, you're utilizing the testosterone that you were creating.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Cool. You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just condense all your shit.
Well, you're listening and I'm giving you the easy job.
Not that easy for you.
It's not.
So
fucking carrying kettlebells and tripping over rugs with my words.
in terms of looking at that range of testosterone, so like 400 to 1200, or 400 to 1200. People, obviously based on age, are going
It is based on age. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to be in different places, like at
And male or
25,
female.
of course.
And if you transitioned or not.
But at 25, like we're looking at a different testosterone reading because our bodies are so naturally producing it than someone who's like 42. Because at that point, your body's going to not produce it.
Yes.
Well,
However, it doesn't mean that the range that you're going to function optimally in goes down. It goes down a little due to age, just because of the androgenic effects that you might run into from having high testosterone levels later in life, because having high testosterone can lead to prostate cancer or a large prostate. It can lead to other symptoms and having lower cortisol levels. So you don't necessarily you do want it to go down, and you want it to regulate with age and be in level with your other hormones.
We don't want to drop to the fucking floor.
You don't, but this is the thing. When the doctor says, yes, you're good to go, we checked your testosterone, your FT3 or whatever they fucking read is good to go. Your testosterone is good. And unless you look at that and if you're on that reference range and let's say you have a 450 with free testosterone score, well, the optimal range that you want to be for a man is going to be 880 to 1200. So just because you fall within this good or this normal range doesn't mean that you're going to be optimal, and means that you could be running into issues of depression, brain fog. You could be running into issues of maybe weight gain, lack of muscle mass, lack of sleep, lack of libido.
Say the big one.
Little dick.
Can't get it up.
Can't get it up.
There we go.
Yeah, I forgot that one.
Because a lot of guys will do with all that other shit
Uh-huh.
until that one hits.
Yeah, I knew, dude. We had a couple guys in the fraternity that were dealing with limp dick and they couldn't get it up in college. I know. I don't want to out them.
They never told me.
Yeah, you weren't around much. Around sometimes, occasionally. I was around more, and I wasn't around at all.
I was around a good amount.
Towards the end, when we were like sinking shit, dude.
Get off on it.
Yeah, I was just there for the party at the end. I was like, I'm arrested. I can't get in trouble with you guys anymore because Miami's 3-strike system was pretty serious. I was like, I've already got.
How do you wind up running into that issue in college? Was it drinking?
100%. Yeah, drinking is going to raise your sex binding globulin hormone, I believe is what it is.
Sounds like something like
SBGH hormone, and what that is it binds to testosterone and your free testosterone within your system. So as that level rises, as your alcohol, or if your alcohol intake increases and you have more of the SBGH in your system, then you're going to run into issues of having lower testosterone just through the fact that your testosterone's bound up. Now you don't have as much unbound. Yeah.
It's not becoming free testosterone.
Yeah. And when you are processing alcohol, your testes and ovaries and your adrenals and everything stop processing your metabolites of used up testosterone. So you have to get rid of those for you to, because it's like a lock and key for a lot of the mechanisms. And if that mechanism is bound up because the lock or it can't release, the key can't come out because there's so much within the system it's not getting processed, because alcohol has to be processed first. So it's just one of these things that as time goes on, it takes 8 hours for alcohol to process out of the system typically, and for the hormones and everything to begin to regulate and to begin to reproduce, or not reproduce, but regulate. Yeah. But it can also take up to 2 to 3 days for you to totally process out.
So
yeah, it does affect it.
When you're looking at raising your levels, because obviously you can go the TRT route. Which
is the last route. Your last route of or what you should do last is look into TRT, HRT, any hormone replacement therapy. You should always look into,
especially if you're Retard Belfort, when he got popped for TRT. I want to say that it was like 14,000 was his number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like something fucking insane like that.
Wow.
Like to the point where you're like, how are you functioning?
Well, dude, like fucking and biting. That's all that guy could be doing.
I was doing.
Yeah.
Because again, the range that you gave ends at 1,200.
But you can go over. That's optimal range.
14,000?
Yeah. So that's optimal range. Just to live a healthy life. That's where you're going to want to fall. But you can go higher and you're going to have more androgenic effects, which are going to come with hair growth, which is going to come with, the acne, the lowering of cortisol, you're going to be out of balance with the other range. But you can do it. You can always go up. And if you're juicing, you can always do that as well.
You're gonna go up.
If you want. Yeah. If you're, yeah. So
one of the things that shows up a lot in the combat sports world is it's called like fight camp dick. Where like the last like 3 weeks
you can't get it up.
Nothing.
Yeah, because you're so low on calories and
you're cutting
depleted.
weight,
Yeah.
you're training all the fucking time,
Uh-huh.
and everything's off.
Uh-huh.
And like the testosterone you do have, it's gone.
Yeah.
In the fight.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I've told you that, but
Because you look like a effeminate man. What? Don't get upset. You're like, why did I tell you that? I'm telling you why you told me that.
do I look like an effeminate man?
You are, and look.
I'm gonna kick this fucking mic. You know what? I'm done.
Okay, good. All right, people. Well, tune in next week for episode 14. I'm glad you love this one so much. And do you have anything to say?
Walking off set.
He's walking off set. He
No,
got up.
8:13. 75.
Everybody, fuck the dead. That's where we're gonna end.
8:13.